Congratulations, I adore your commitment and determination. Okay, so we are reaching for the final part of this video under Model 9. So make sure you are stay tuned with me until the end of the video. Bye.
Okay, so I will start the final part of Module 9 in this third and final video. So please use your earbuds or earphones for your better view. So for our video today, these are the objectives that I will discuss with the students. Okay, so first of all, I will summarize the features of several desktop operating systems. Okay, and then I will describe briefly various types of server operating systems, and then I will close it by summarizing the features and uses of several mobile operating systems. Okay, now many of the first operating systems were device dependent and proprietary. A device-dependent program is one that runs only on specific type or make of computer or mobile device. Proprietary software, whereby it's privately owned and limited to a specific vendor or computer or device model. However, the trend today, they are moving towards device-independent operating systems, which run on computers and mobile devices provided by a variety of manufacturers. The advantage of this device-independent operating system is you can retain existing application and data files even if you change computer or mobile device models or vendor. So the new versions of an operating system usually are backward compatible, which means they recognize and work with applications written for an earlier version of the operating system. Newly developed applications may or may not be backward compatible. That is, they may or may not run on older operating systems. Further, an application may or may not be upward compatible, meaning it may or may not run on newer versions of an operating system. So as you can see in the slide right now, these are the three basic categories of operating systems on computers and mobile devices. So you have a desktop, server, and mobile. For desktop operating system, sometimes people call them as a standalone operating system. It is a complete operating system that works on desktop, laptops, and some tablets. Desktop operating systems sometimes are called client operating systems because they also work in conjunction with a server operating system. It can operate with or without a network. The examples of most widely used desktop operating systems are Windows, Mac OS, Unix, Linux, and Chrome OS. So the latest versions of Windows offers this kind of features such as user styles to access apps, includes the desktop interface, support for input via touch, mouse, and keyboard, email app, calendar, and browser, photos, files, and settings can sync with OneDrive, Microsoft Cloud Server, enhance security through an antivirus program, firewall, and automatic updates, and Windows Store offers additional application for purchase. The following screen shows the components of the Windows interface. So the Windows operating system simplifies the process of working with documents and apps by organizing in a manner in which you can interact with the computer. So the window interface includes a start button, start menu, tiles, and icons. So user can click the start button to display the start menu, which allows you access to apps, tiles, folders, and files on computer or mobile device, and to run programs, search for documents and websites, customize the computer or mobile device, and obtain tabs. So user just click tiles to run apps and double click icons to run the apps. When you run app in Windows, it may appear in on-screen work area app called the desktop. So this is an example of desktop in Windows. So as you can see that there are plenty of icons that you can use, such as a recycle bin, quick access, minimize and maximize button, the close button, the title bar, help button, the scroll bar, the taskbar, notification area, the pin apps, the search box, the status bar, ribbon, as well as the start button that I mentioned to you before. Now let's go to macOS. Apple's Macintosh operating system has earned a reputation for its ease of use and has been the model for most of the GUIs developed for non-Mac systems. It is a multitasking operating system available for computers manufactured by Apple. So the features of the latest version of macOS include the following: mail, calendars, contacts, communicate and play games, built in Facebook and Twitter, browsers such as Safari, open multiple desktops at once, detected words, support for Braille displays, and they also have Mac App Store. So the following screens show the components of the macOS user interface. Macintosh is installed on Apple computers such as iMacs, MacBook Pros, MacBook Airs, Mac Pros, and Mac Minis. The user interface contains components such as the dock, icons, and windows. The Macintosh user interface begins with the desktop, and many Macintosh programs and apps contain common elements, as you can see in the figure here. Now let's go to the third system, which is Unix. Unix is a multitasking operating system developed in the early 1970s by scientists at Bell Lab. Today, a version of Unix is available for most computers of all sizes. Although some versions of Unix have a command line interface, most versions of Unix offer a graphical user interface, as you can see in figure here. Power users often work with Unix because of its flexibility and capabilities. Linux, whereby introduced in 1991, is a popular multitasking Unix-based operating system that runs on a variety of personal computers, servers, devices, and single-board computers. Linux is not proprietary software like the operating systems discussed before. Instead, Linux is open source software, which means its code is provided for use, modification, and redistribution. Many programmers have donated time to modify and redistribute Linux to make it the most popular Unix-based operating system. Then we have Chrome OS, which is introduced by Google. It is a Linux-based operating system designed to work primarily with the web apps. Apps are available through the Chrome Web Store and data is stored on Google Drive. A specialized laptop that runs Chrome OS is called a Chromebook, and a specialized desktop that runs Chrome OS is called a Chromebox. Because computers running Chrome OS work mostly with the web apps, they don't require as much internal storage capacity. Their startup and shutdown time also is considerably less than other desktop operating systems because Chrome OS uses a streamlined startup procedure. Now let's go to server operating system. A server operating system is a multi-user operating system that organizes and coordinates how multiple users access and share resources on a network. Client computers on a network rely on servers for access to resources. Many of the desktop operating systems discussed function as clients and work in conjunction with the server operating system. A server operating systems are designed specifically to support all sizes of networks, including a medium to large sized businesses and web servers. Server operating system can handle high number of transactions, support large-scale messaging and communications, and have enhanced security and backup capabilities. Many also support virtualizations. Server operating system can separate a physical server into several virtual servers. Each virtual server then can perform independent separate functions. So these are the example of server operating system. Then let's move to mobile operating system. Mobile operating system is the operating systems on mobile devices and many consumer electronics, and it works normally resides on firmware. So these are the examples of the mobile operating system, which are Android, iOS, and Windows. Android is an open source Linux-based mobile operating system designed by Google for smartphones and tablets. A variety of manufacturers produce devices that run the Android operating system, adding their own interface elements and bundle software. Whereby iOS, developed by Apple, is a proprietary mobile operating system specifically made for Apple's mobile devices. Then for Windows Mobile Editions, it was developed by Microsoft and a proprietary mobile operating system which runs on some smartphones. So they have plenty of unique features that you can read in your textbook at the page of 925. So as a summary, I already discussed the functions common to most operating systems, and I also discussed the variety of desktop operating systems, server operating systems, and mobile operating systems. So that's all for my video lecture on module 9. So see you again in the next module. Thank you.
So that's all for module 9. Okay, so make sure you keep on reading your textbook and perform any tutorial questions. Alright, so we will see you again in the next module. So make sure you stay tuned with me. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. Okay, bye.